Refugee camp is home to almost 600 refugees. They were moved from the Central Methodist Church in Cape Town's CBD to Bellville at the start of lockdown. They ended up sheltering in the church after staging a protest outside the UNHCR offices in Cape Town in October last year. They refused to be reintegrated into the communities in which they had been living. The group asked to be resettled in another country, citing xenophobic attacks in the city. The church provided them with temporary shelter, but when COVID-19 struck, they had to be moved. It's been a traumatic journey for them since, and they eventually ended up cramped into tents in Bellville and Kensington.
The living condition here is not nice. And when we came here, we were having food from Gift of Givers. All of a sudden, the food stopped. And when the food stopped, there is women and kids here. Sometimes it's not easy.
The living conditions here are bad. The toilets given to the group have been taken away.
We were having the bathroom, and even the bathroom, they took them out without us knowing. Now we are bathing outside. We are using the plastic paper. We are using like a toilet. When you finish, you put in the bin.
In October last year, the group caught the attention of Parliament and Home Affairs was ordered to take action. We tried contacting Home Affairs Department to explain what the verification and deportation process is and how it will happen, but no one was available to comment on the matter. But now that Home Affairs has begun the verification and deportation process, some here are refusing to leave.
We are ready for the verification. We don't have a problem with verification. Problem is that when we go to the verification, they was giving us a lot of paper, like you go back to the community and you will be deported, deportation paper. So people are refusing. Only those people are refusing to sign on for the deportation paper and go back to the community. But they didn't refuse for the verification. They said it's fine, verification, you can take it. We are ready to interview. We are ready for the verification. We don't have a problem for that. Our problem is only the deportation paper and go back to the community. The people are refusing. After they refusing, they was torturing most of people, especially one of guys from Pretoria. His immigration is Malacca. I know him very well. So he was torturing most of our guys. Even we have a lot of proof, audio record, video record. We have a proof because we are not talking without proof. We have all of evidence against them.
This man explains how he was beaten and threatened by police when he was forcefully taken for verification.
The day of verification, they was coming here to force us, and they started to beat us. They didn't even give me chance to go to toilet. Look the way they do to me. Look. They force us until they Belfield's house to the hall. They start to tell us to force by force. Some people, they refuse to sign. And the other people, they take him by force.
The daughter of the leader of the Bellville refugee group says she hasn't seen or heard from her mother since she was taken for the verification process.
She was forcefully taken on the 29th of October with a couple of people who have been taken away, I think, to Lindela. She was forcefully taken and they brutally forced her. They beat her in order for her to be taken away. The current situation for us is not good at all because we want the UN to help us and they're acting as if they don't know what's happening. And your government, the South African government, is using oppression. They're using the South African police is using their power to mistreat us, to abuse us, and they are brutally beating children. Minors, children under the age of 10, children under the age of 8. They are using their power in a bad way.
The group here say they do not want to be deported nor be reintegrated into their communities. They want to be resettled in a safer country.
Solution is this. Our demand is from the beginning. We don't want to stay in South Africa anymore. Also, we don't want to be deported because we are run from our country because of the matter, because of the problems.
The Department of Home Affairs says refugees have two options: to return back to their home countries or to be reintegrated in society in Cape Town. So it seems it's back to square one for these men, women and children uncertain about their future and also seeking safety. I'm Edna Kangolo for Our City News in Bellville.